We are on.
All right, 104 part 2. We're going to call it just 105, so it'll publish as 105. It's 5/24, 6/20th. Let's say Thursday.
Thursday!
You guys will see that tomorrow morning. Email went out. I just got an email notification. Email just went out. We have a new shirt. I don't know if you can see it. It looks way cooler in real life than it does on this little monitor screen.
Back looks real cool. Yeah, you're good.
It's like the Supreme stuff. We just did some awesome, we'd never done them like this before, Typhon Royal Blue Thread day packs. And they have royal blue pack cloth, the part against your body, and all the guts inside are royal blue. We also did some black royal blue, and then we did some gray royal blue in the same manner. Fucking really cool. OD black clothes bags, old school OD black clothes bags. Multicam grocery bags. We're cutting right now multicam clothes bags. What else? There's a bunch of stuff. What am I?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. There's shit. I got another backpack on the table. I don't
Raid.
know. Raid. Yeah, Raid.
They're cutting Raid. There's
a lot of toiletry bags. We have all the toiletry bags.
We always have those though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
We did. I don't know if you kind of said you didn't want to say this, but we have it. We get because people are fucking whiners. We did some Strider fucking.
Strider day packs?
Strider rigs.
Micros?
Yeah, micros.
So, I put up in the Strider group, and I did it because some dude was talking shit. He's like, I want a day pack, not SOE. I don't know what he thought was going to happen, because by the time I saw it, there was like 20 comments. I'm like, okay. And I told him, I go, hey, cool. Go to a group called Perfect Pack. There's a lot of really good knowledge, a lot of bags, change hand. It's like bag whores, chicks with fucking handbags, right? She'll have 100 of them, and then she's got to sell. Finally, her dude's like, you have to sell 50 of these to buy another one, right? And that's the deal. Like, there's some dudes in there with like really nice, like shit I've never even seen before. And I start looking them up. I'm like, man, these are some nice bags. So I told him, number one, I solved his problem. I told him where to go. And number two, as a fuck you to him, I'm like, who does want one that's not this motherfucker right here? So it went, it just started going. Yeah, 80 some comments. So the problem with the group there is, like, there's a dude in there who's like, do you have a tool bag? I'm like, yes, I have this tool bag. And I sent him PayPal request because I want him to handle that shit. I don't want to have to go put it on the fucking website. We had a bag come back from Blade Show that we didn't fucking know we had. Like, we had so much shit at Blade Show, we couldn't put it on the tables. And then as it just sold out, we had bins of it, stuff underneath the table, and a bag came back. When we're unpacking it, like, what the hell is this? Oh shit, we could have sold, like, we sold out of all that shit the first day. Yep. So we had a couple pieces, and I've just been trickling it out here and there because at my leisure, and just making them pay it through PayPal. So it goes into the normal account and everything. So this morning, some dude's like, if I pay this, when will it ship? I invoiced you at 11 o'clock last night. At 6 o'clock, you're asking when it's going to ship. And I said, had you paid it, it would have shipped. Okay, I'll pay it tomorrow. I go, you don't understand how this goes. It will. I sell, when I put this stuff on social media, it literally sell. If I had 100 of them, I could sell them in fucking 60 seconds. And he goes, well, I can't get to PayPal right now. You're fucking emailing me from wherever the fuck you're at, and you can't get to a PayPal. Okay, whatever. So then he sends me like 10 more emails. I really want this. It's a gift for a friend. I'll pay it tomorrow morning. What time do you get in? Maybe there's a disconnect. It doesn't fucking matter what time I get in. You're not giving me a fucking credit card over the phone because I'm not fucking doing it. You're going to pay it in PayPal, and it doesn't matter fucking what time somebody's here or not here.
PayPal always open.
And he's like, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 of them. No, you're fucking not, because there isn't 2 of them. Like, I have a list of 8 people that want them, and I literally just haven't gotten around to fucking invoicing one of the other dudes. So this dude will probably end up getting one at least of them. But it's a trip in the Strider group. Like,
they're pampered. The problem is
in our group,
in the knife community, those guys are all fucking
pampered. Those are like anybody that's ever had a problem or, hey, I decided I don't want this. Can I send it back? Fuck no, you can't send it back. Sell it to somebody else for $100 more and make a profit on it. Like, that's not our game. Like, there's a group of people that have been around 30 fucking years. That's us, our group, you know? And we have, like, you see it now. Like, it's like Pierre used to hear us say stuff, and I'm sure he kind of thought like we were exaggerating or inflating the numbers. But it's like every day he comes in, he goes, I heard you when you said this before, and it just, I just didn't, it didn't settle in, you know? I heard you say it, but to actually see the numbers on these people's accounts and stuff and how long they've been clients for.
Fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, it's but like before the internet kind of shit. So when we post up stuff in our groups, there's no question. Like it is, hey, can I pay you if I give you $200 more? Will you make sure I get one? That's never necessary. Of course, we'll do that. If you're the dude that paid, you're going to get the thing. But in the other group, it's like, well, can I get a discount, or can I do this, or you know, how will you hold it till next? Can I make payments? I got an email yesterday, and dude's like, hey, I was going to place an order with you, but anytime I place an order over a certain amount, and he didn't tell me what that was. He also didn't tell me what the fuck he wanted to order. And when I looked him up, he had made an account and placed 0 orders with us. And he goes, whenever it's over a certain amount, I like to finance things. And I'm able to finance on Amazon, and I'm able to finance on Wayfair. You guys should be doing that. That's the thing. I go, well, oh, good news, you can do that. It's called a fucking credit card. And you can finance until your heart is content and pay it off whatever rate you want. And he didn't reply back.
If I may be so bold to like...
Go ahead.
If you're going to... we want to sell everybody something.
Here's the other thing I told him. And I emailed him back. I don't remember what he said. I emailed him back. And I said, hey, dude, here's the real deal, man. In 30 years of business, we've been in business 30 years, I sell every single thing we make in minutes. Like, we don't have to finance. What these guys don't realize, if I do a finance thing, we have little apps where you can finance. You know what that means? That means we fucking don't get our payment right away usually, or they put it into an escrow account. So as you pay, we get paid. It also means for that service, I have to pay for that service and pay a percentage of that fee. I don't need to do that. Like, I don't need to track that. And when you default on it, it becomes our problem. I don't have to do any of that shit. Because literally, for the first 5 years we were in business, I made dudes come to my shop with $100 bills.
Hey, why don't we do fucking a cot card? But we do it like Citibank did it in the old days. You send us $500.
Oh, we do a secured credit card.
You will have a fucking credit card with SOE.
I can't, because there's this thing called the SCC. It's the trade. It's the
FCID.
I was in prison for guys that were doing that pretty much.
So we can't give them a credit card. Why not?
We can get with a company, and like Citibank will actually do an SOE credit card like they do for REI and shit. We don't need to. That's why.
Back, if I can, I started to say we want everybody to have our stuff. No, we don't. We want people.
I do. We can't build enough of it, so I want everybody to buy our shit at full price.
So if you gotta finance it, like,
you shouldn't be buying it.
Yeah. Like, and it's not trying to like don't buy our stuff. We would love to sell you.
I'm not being an asshole when I say don't buy our shit. But dudes like, hey, I got this belt, and I didn't listen to you, and I should have ordered a 32, but I second guessed your size and I ordered a 36. I'm like, okay, send it back with $8. We'll build you a new one. I used to tell guys, go, hey, buy a new one, send me your new invoice number. We'll get that process for you right away. Now they're all shipping same next day, 2 days anyways. Yeah, but I used to, just to be nice to that dude, I'd be like, order a second one, order a new one. We will build it and expedite it out to you. Not expedite shipping. We will ship it tomorrow for you. And then when it gets back, we'll just refund you. But it was amazing how many dudes are like, I can't afford to buy another one until I get the refund on the other one. If you can't afford $65 to buy a belt while the other one's in transit, not being an asshole, like, you really need some lifestyle changes. I guarantee that you're talking to me over a fucking phone plan that you can't afford. You've got cable that you can't afford. You're eating out that you can't afford. You need to just change some shit. Like, it is in my best interest for you to have $10,000 in your bank account and call that zero. It's in my best interest for you to be more financially sound and not do business for me for 5 years, because you're going to appreciate that information that I gave you, and maybe we're gonna do business on a larger scale later. I would rather see you start a side hobby that becomes, generates you an extra $1,000 a month, than give me any money for 5 years. I would much rather know that happened.
Buy the belt.
Buy the belt.
I don't care what. Don't listen to him. Buy the belt.
Man, there's so many people on the vid. So I made a video we made a video this morning. There are so many people commenting on that, dude. And like, it's to the point now when I do those videos every day, somebody's like, I was sitting on the couch and I got up and fucking walked, or I got up and went to the gym, or I got up and did this thing I didn't want to do. You're right. I was just sitting there doing nothing. Every day there's somebody who's like, thank you.
As a country, we've done everything we can to destroy the church and destroy the family. Everybody is looking for those connections. People
they want to belong to something.
They want to belong, and they want to be told what to do.
Well,
or not necessarily told what to do, but given a direction.
On the other hand, we have a little girl. I want to say she's 21. What's her name? Don't say where she works. Fuck, I can't remember her name. The girl I sent you the card.
Oh yeah. Yes. So, you want me to say her name?
Yeah, say her first name.
Selena?
Selena. Why couldn't I think of that, man? So we have this little girl named Selena. She's 21. She made a post this morning and tagged me in it, and she's like, I get up at 5 o'clock to go to my first job. My first job's over at 2 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I work from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock at my second job, and I'm making shit happen. Like, there's no excuses. You got a kid that's 21 years old doing that shit. I call her kid, but I mean, she's not a fucking kid.
Responsible, grown.
I've known of her. I have seen her for 4 or 5 years now. Like, I remember seeing her when she was like a kid, and to see them now, like, they're doing real shit. Like, they are at some shows that we are at, and like, we never did speak. Like, I knew who she was, and I know her father. He's fucking definitely got to be proud. Like, fucking, that kid's working 2 jobs. Fucking right on, man. Fucking do your stuff. And I don't think either of them. And then she's got a tattoo gig, and I don't think the tattoo thing is either of those 2 fucking jobs she has. Like, that's real shit. At 21 years old, I was a piece of shit at fucking 21 years old.
That's that girl that commented this morning. That's been losing all the weight.
Yeah, read that. That's some fucking cool shit too. Did she reply back?
She hasn't yet. So, on the Instagram post that John made, his comment is, we should
go to her job and beat those people
up. What are you wasting your time on, and what could you have done better with that time? Do real shit. So I want you guys to go find that post.
There's a video that goes with it.
Yeah, there's a video that goes with it. So this girl's name is fat_girl_chronicle17. She says, I'm old and I need to figure out how to share this on Facebook. Laugh my ass off because I swear I needed to, I swear I needed to hear this. Literally been wanting to quit my job I've been at for 15 years due to others' gossip and immaturity that I feel that I need to fix and stop. But you're right, sometimes we can't change shit. I need to let go. #morning motivation.
So we looked at her page.
This chick.
She's lost fucking like 150 pounds. Like,
yeah.
She has a picture of her with her fucking shirt up. Like, that fucking takes some fucking guts to do that shit. What was my reply?
So John says, fuck them. Most of their men want to have sex with you if they could. So what do those talking shit really have?
Yeah, them bitches talking shit about you, their fucking dudes would fuck you. So how fucking solid is their relationship? They're so busy worrying about your ass.
They have so little going on in their lives that they have time to worry about your life. Move forward every day. Do one more thing today than you did yesterday. Smile. It's contagious. Help someone. It all comes back. So I want you guys to find that post and
give her some fucking...
Yeah, just something positive. Just keep going. Good job. Find her page. Follow her page. Because she's always putting, like, today I lost
fucking
this
prop
much.
Her up a little bit.
Yeah,
like she's doing some shit. She's putting herself out there.
Every Wednesday she puts up a picture or how much she's lost. Down 2 pounds, down 6 pounds. Which you may not say that's a lot, but, like, just scrolling right here, we've got 2, 5, 8, 10. I mean, she's 15 pounds right here. Probably
2 pounds a week is
2 pounds a week is fucking awesome.
That's real. That's
real
weight
weight
loss.
Yeah, she's down, and then she's putting what she's eating, healthy stuff. So find this chick, and then go give her an Etta girl.
Yeah.
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 Are you done? That's all we got.
I mean,
okay, podcast over.
All right. Good, my foot hurts.
How was your day?
Psych.
How was your day?
Yeet.
Yeet.
Look out! We're doing a yeet. We're doing a yeet cannon sale. It's coming. It's gonna come with a yeet cock
Yeet.
and a yeet item.
It's gonna be yeet.
It's gonna be yeet.
Now I think it needs to. I actually think it needs to be on a pedestal.
Of course, rotating.
This rotates. Yeah.
So
go ahead.
arguably, not arguably, me and him are 100% on the same page at this. I think this pistol is going to. I was literally thinking it, and I was going to talk to you on the camera. I think it's going to smash records.
I think it's going to smash records too. If they actually put out Yeet Cannon,
Yes.
Everyone is going to buy that piece of shit pistol.
Tell the fine ladies and gentlemen what you want to do with yours.
Think about
Well,
how many
your
high
first
points. Think about how many models does High Point make? It's just one gun, right? A High Point.
They make a carbine, which is.
I think in the pistol, I think
The carbine is
have
a folding thing, right?
Yeah.
they have it in 45 and they have it in 9mm.
And 40.
I think they're roughly at
You
40.
can get it in
40.
cash print hydro dip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the big thing. There's a pawn shop in Dixon that they have a whole display case
Just them.
of nothing
You
but
know
high
those are being
points,
restocked.
and they are fucking dipped, and the fucking lights are on them, and I'm like,
You ever see
That's
the one
awesome.
Zev
that's a
went
lot
through?
of presentation for.
I did see Zev's.
Do you see
I
Zev's?
did not see that.
So RMR, milled, trigger job, the whole shebang. It's fucking tin coated. I mean, it's
I'd get a bunch of High Points.
$3,000 worth
I'd get a
of work.
bunch of High Points just to send them to Blown Deadline. just to see his face when he
No.
unboxes them.
We've been talking about this for years, and we've never done it. We want to do the most badass. Me and him have talked about it since he was at his old shop.
How can you do the most badass high point if Zev's already done one?
Because Blown Deadline is
What's he gonna
way
do?
better than Zev.
No. What's he gonna do?
Nah.
What's he gonna do?
Okay, I wanted to put 3 RMRs on it.
Well, that's not badass. That's just the most ridiculous.
Well, I mean, why would it not be badass? So if me and you are shooting it, we can use the top one. If Gangster wants to shoot it, he can use the one on the side. And then for our
How are you
left-handed
gonna
people,
put it in the goddamn holster?
Yeah, if you needed to go kill shot, you can
yeah,
totally
you can
turn
go
that
kill
gun sideways.
shot. Who holsters guns? You shoot the high point and
Yeah,
then you
you're
drop
right.
it.
You
Get
just
rid
drop
of it.
You just
What
get
about-
rid
It's reusable.
of it. You gotta have.
Does High Point have a silencer?
No,
I
but
don't
they
think
make
so.
threaded barrels now.
High
got-
Point does, or somebody does?
Well, I mean, whoever makes the
Yeah.
barrels makes them
Barn or
threaded.
whatever, Barstow barrels or whatever.
Yeah, guaranteed high point. If you make this gun, I am going to buy one.
Tell them
And
what you're going to do with the first one, because we know you're going to buy.
Oh man, I'm
multiple.
gonna. It's
Like in a
going to
case.
be in. It's going to be the centerpiece of my gun collection. I was thinking framed with accent lighting on it,
He means his gun building.
but I was thinking framed with accent lighting on it. But now
His
I
gun
really
castle.
think it needs something that rotates.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
something very Indiana Jones rotating.
Because you'll never shoot it because it'll be locked up, right?
Oh, it has to be.
You got to get.
Who
You get one of
doesn't
those
wanna-
magazine stands where you can just.
Who doesn't want to yeet cannon?
So it stands up. You don't want it like a
No, yeah.
peasant leaning.
No, it's not. It'll be
We
in
should
all
do-
its glory.
We should
Yeah.
do artwork that's a combat cock. You know the what's that cartoon movie where Avatar. Avatar.
Avatar?
Okay, the delivery ships in Avatar.
Delivered ships.
We'll do a combat cock ship,
Yeah.
and I'll have little wing pods like an Apache helicopter.
Uh-huh.
But instead of having rocket pods and cannons, it'll just have high point guns on its rocket pod. We'll do a shirt of that or something.
The shirt you should be cool if you could
Yeet, yeet.
have a person holding a high point. It's like
We're
sideways.
gonna have 2 people in harnesses with dual sideways high points.
like holding the gun sideways and it's shooting out cocks, and then just have him like a bubble. Yeet yeet. That would be funny.
yeet cannon,
Yeet,
yeah.
yeet cannon.
I really hope they do. I really hope they go
There's
through
no
with it,
way they don't. If they do, they should just shut down. And then
If
everybody.
they don't do it, why don't you just go buy a bunch of high points
And
and put
yeet
yeet,
on 'em.
hydro dip them in
Yeah.
yeet, and then resell them?
Man, you know,
What is yeet yeet?
that's almost something that
We should
we
make
should
yeet
do.
socks.
is go buy some high points
And just have
and eat them up.
Why don't you go
They need
get
to
some
be
high
milled.
points, and then we'll just shoot a fucking bunch of videos of you guys fucking around with these high points. Do high point classes,
That's all. That's what our gun
high point
competition should be.
tactical.
with the new high point. Michael laser them. We should get them all lasered, like the frame.
I am worried.
He's got a laser.
Look, here's the thing.
No, do them up.
Nothing to worry about.
Because if you get through a class with a fucking high point,
oh shit,
you're gonna be fucking very skilled. Like you're gonna be using a single shot pistol.
I am worried about any weapon system. I know they did it a lot in the old days, but anything that's made out of pot metal makes me nervous.
No, I think they've moved to cast aluminum. I think they moved from
the slides are still pot metal.
I think as long as we don't use the Uzi ammo, we'll be fine. If you
you'll have to hand load all your shit to like fucking
I'll have to
download it.
Yeah. Well, like one of those competition dudes.
Yeah,
use?
we'll have
squibs.
Squibs.
Get some 38 super.
You could have Kent load you up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, Kent. There you go. Kent will be able to do it.
You be out there cowboying.
We should.
I'm
gonna call Mike tonight. And
yeah, call Mike and say, "Hey, Mike, we got our high points.
He can get them. He can get them.
We got our high points. We want $400 worth of paint on them.
We'll just have him laser them.
Kent's cheesecake company is coming to the party as a.
Oh, cool!
Man, I'm excited now.
Dude, you have no idea. Bro.
I've had a couple bites here and there.
You had diet cheesecakes and thought they were good. Wait till you see real fucking cheesecakes.
Him and his wife make great.
He said one day I'm going to cater your party. I go, what the fuck are you waiting for?
With cheesecakes? That's
no, like real cater.
Imagine if we had ribs and cheesecake.
We have ribs all the time.
But I'm like, for catering, that would be.
We'd have to have like the 13th best ribs in all of Tennessee, though.
Man, if we shot for it, we could probably hit 11th.
You're aiming really low. You're aiming really high.
Okay. 15. Top 20. Top 20 is good. 20. Top 20 in the state of Tennessee. Day? Today was fucking awesome.
What was awesome about
it?
We actually let you talk. We took some advice. We did something you said. What was it? I don't know.
No.
So what was it?
I did something for me.
What?
I did those pull-ups, which everybody's gonna laugh that they're assisted.
He actually.
You're gonna laugh that they're assisted, and I'm gonna give you a big fuck you because for 31 years I've never been able to put my head above a bar with any kind of help.
Here's the deal. Pierre doesn't know what Pierre can do. Pierre doesn't know what his limits are because he's always just stopped when it was hard, physically especially. So I have a Cybex, like a real gym weight assisted pull up dip chin deal, right? So he's up there, and I have him start with a whole stack. It says 200. What's 200? It's actually 112.
Which because I thought it was 200. Pounds.
So he's got 112 pounds off of his 350. What are you?
310.
You're not no damn 310.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got 112 pounds off of that. And he like comes down, does a couple, and then stops. I go, why'd you stop? He goes, I don't want to get stuck. I go, motherfucker, you can touch the ground. Like all the way down, your feet are on the fucking ground. Mine aren't. So once he realized that, he was good to go. It's just breaking bounds. It's like I'll put on. He's like, I can't lift 200 pounds. So I'm like, okay, there's 100 on there. He'll pick it up thinking it's 100 and lift it no fucking problem. He'll lift 250. But if he hears 250, he's gonna stop. But he's fucking really putting work in, for real. Putting work in.
It was like a big deal for me.
And he's taller than me, so he can reach things I can't reach.
Yeah, it was cool.
So you get the milk for him when you're at the...
No, we put the milk on the bottom shelf.
That's Amanda.
That's why, if you notice, I've been putting like the heavy stuff on the top shelf. And every time she goes to grab him to bag him, she goes, I'll grab him for you.
We had this shitty fucking apartment, man. Shitty. It was so old that it had like the counters were green Formica, right? Like 1960s shit in Oceanside. And it seemed like every time I'd walk in the apartment, she was on the counter fucking getting something, right? Because there's a counter and then there's cupboards up overhead. And man, she had this microwave when we moved in. She had this microwave, stainless steel microwave. And she loved this thing because it was like blue. And it was like this, it was almost like blue anodized, right?
Okay.
So it went like that for probably 2 years, right? We move. And I go, and I go to pull it off. She's like, what are you doing? Like, lost her shit. It was the packing stuff over the stainless steel. Man, that whole time she's like, I've been looking for appliances that match these. God, I love that bitch.
That's funny.
All right, I guess we'll read some of these. Times. Figured I should keep trying instead. We did that one. Oh dear, yes, driving around on bald tires.
Canadian.
He's not Canadian.
overseas.
England.
He'll come here and fuck you up for that.
I don't doubt it. I'm just saying.
I've done that right to the point of the tire pop. Thankfully, the rest of the car was in a similar state of disrepair and could only manage 50 miles an hour and create too much of a problem. Yes, I had a Hyundai for a while. None of these cars were ever mine. They were always girlfriend cars. I had a Hyundai, and it had bald tires. And every couple weeks, one of them would finally give way, and we'd go to the Mexican tire store in Lakeside, Winter Gardens Road, and pull in, and for $15, they'd put another bald tire on for me. And I had CV joints going out, but there was something especially weird with this car. When you would turn left or right, it'd go tick, 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 click. And then when you straighten out, it would stop clicking because the half shafts were shot, right? Yeah. But when you would turn to the right, it would turn itself off if you were all the way to the right. It would ground on something, tick, 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 and then you'd start it back up, and kind of hopefully you'd coast it through the turn, or you would have to kind of 5-point turn that, because if you took it all the way full lock, it would turn the car off.
That's good.
I drove around in that car for, I had a newspaper route doing delivery routes, Wall Street Journal, Investors Business Daily, and New York Times, all three, same area, 4 hours a night. I was making about $3,200 a month throwing newspapers.
Holy shit.
And I could bring my girlfriend, and we could just pull over and I could do things to her.
Girlfriend things.
Yeah, girlfriend things.
Yeah.
And
while getting paid.
Yeah. It was awesome.
And learning the stocks that what's up and down for the day.
It was awesome. Aside from my wife interpreting me asking our nephew to keep an eye out for any other road users that might be about to run into us, as me shouting, arguing the toss at the side of the road about me shouting at our nephew. He put that in there twice. You have to understand, I do love my wife. However, I could wring her fucking neck at times. Roman numerals, yes, we did those at school. Bloody hell primary school, I think. Fucking Roman numerals. For cry out loud. The only thing you need Roman numerals for nowadays is to interpret tattoos. I need to know what the tattoo says. Where else is there a numeral?
What year the Super Bowl is?
Oh, yeah.
Which Super Bowl it is, not what year.
Yeah.
I don't think we're having I think that's about over with.
No, man. Super Bowl's here to stay.
For cry out loud, one teacher gave me the piss one time for using Fahrenheit. And yet we're being taught Roman cunting numerals. Gentlemen, if you want a good laugh, come to the UK. As Skully says, we do things and a little different here. As always, thanks for the great videos and podcasts.
I'd love to go to the UK, except you guys pay way too much for fuel.
You're sucking my light up.
I think English.
Have a light put up here tomorrow.
Well, there's one right there.
Okay, now back to have a light fucking put up here tomorrow. Okay. That's always the answer. That's always the answer.
The okay sounded like the answer, but the look in his eyes did not seem.
You see those raw wires right there?
Yeah, you want me to touch them with my tongue?
Turn the power off.
Oh, okay.
Screw some other raw wires to those raw wires.
Okay.
And put me a fucking light right here.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
That sounded better.
Yeah, that's better.
We're getting there. Do the English not swear the best?
Yeah, they do.
He does. I'm like
no, but like tosser and piss and like the English they got away with the swear words.
Can't wait for episode 99-99. The weapons collection says, how long do you guys think it'll be before we have flying aircraft carriers?
I think
Bezos is way on the way to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. You know, they're actually working on
energy.
Fucking airships to drop drones. So it's not the energy.
Watch your steam pump.
It's the application. So the problem is what you're thinking of and what he's talking about is an aircraft carrier. So you think of the Nimitz, right, with F-18s and shit like that. That's actually the way of the dodo bird.
What you need to think of is TIE
What
fighters.
it's going to be is fucking airships
and X-wings
that fly super high.
So like
that fucking drop drones
like
that
Avengers
just attack
stuff?
your ass. Yeah.
Like
That's what it'll be.
Yeah. Big old
like the
fans
new
everywhere?
like the new President movie. What's that movie coming out? Where the drones try to kill the president.
What's it called?
yeah.
Fallen.
Atlas is Fallen?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I am definitely going to see that movie.
I know you are. And you're gonna tell. I'm gonna ask you afterwards how was it, and you're gonna be like, it was horrible, but I enjoyed it.
No, I'm gonna really like that movie.
Are you?
Yeah.
You just
You're
have
going to see. There's another ninja. There's a Ninja Girl movie. She's probably a hooker, and something happens, and they turn her into an assassin.
Oh, I saw that. She comes in showing off that she's a hooker, but she's actually an assassin.
Well,
whatever. Amanda wants to see it, so we're definitely probably seeing a movie this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just going to get... Aircraft carriers are basically obsolete technology. We will end up... You'll see those things starting to disappear. The Navy is currently working on a completely submersible... the first ever completely submerged drone submarine attack facility. So they're going to have
these. We already have that. Like they're building it off San Diego.
Yeah, that's where it's going in, off San Diego. But it's not like finished. But
remember all that shit? You remember Spay Wars?
Mm-hmm. All the stuff that
Josh was doing, all those sonar arrays. That's what that was even back then.
All the stuff that we are doing right now, conventional wise, it's going to change drastically here in the next couple of years because the Russians and the Chinese are trying to duplicate what we are doing 20 years ago. We're going to move past that. So they're going to get, like, the Chinese just floated their second aircraft carrier. That shit is so fucking obsolete already. It's going to be, the Chinese are wasting their money.
What's the cat's ass fighter jet right now? 22?
Yeah, it's going to be the Raptor.
I thought it was 35 or something.
35 and the 22 are in the same kind of
frame. There used to be an
frames.
F-20 Tiger Shark. Yeah. I want one of those.
Can that go around the world without refueling?
No.
Or can it go halfway across the world without refueling? What's its range? Allegedly.
I don't know. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. We
can refuel.
We bomb places that won't let us land.
Yeah.
My thought more is like, if you got stuff across the East Coast and the West Coast, and you got big tankers that refuel in the air, like, what do you really need the aircraft carrier?
Have that.
No, that's it. What do you need? What do you need the boat for?
The aircraft carrier. The reality is the aircraft carrier is, it's a stick. It's just a stick. It's a stick that you can move really close where people in their houses on the beach can go, what the fuck is that?
Have you ever seen an aircraft carrier? You ever been close enough to, like, physically?
Not a real one.
It's worth going to see.
Yeah, it's just a stick. We're moving those sticks around so people will see it and go, God damn, that's a
we should actually do that, man. Or we should take them to a battleship or something.
Is there a around here?
Ohio has one.
Texas has
some.
I went to
New York,
in
San
Michigan.
Diego.
They had a small.
Shit, dude, we can get a tour of a fucking active ship.
That'd be fucking. I'm in. There was some kind of like small submarine. I want to say there was in Michigan that's like onshore, something like it's.
Everybody had. You can buy one.
Yeah, and we did like the Boy Scout thing was like you go sleep on the fucking rack for the night and like.
Yeah, you'd be amazed.
I played the whole time.
I was bug-eyed the whole time.
You'd be amazed. Like
5 people around me were snoring.
They have aircraft carriers that are as big as carriers. I mean, I'm sorry, they have submarines now that are as big as carriers. The boomers are fucking huge.
Did you hear the 2 submarines that collided?
Which time?
Recently? Yeah.
No, I didn't hear that.
Something about they both collided because they didn't like.
They both stealth.
They both didn't know each other was like, and just,
it was a U.S. and a Russian or something, wasn't it?
No, I want to say it was
good guy, bad guy.
European. No, it was European. I want to say.
You know they have. They have these luxury liners now that are bigger than aircraft carriers. They have golf courses on. They have runways on fucking.
You want to see something crazy? Is look up Princess Cruise Line. So Princess Cruise Line, all the cruise ships that are out there right now.
Nothing.
Look up Princess Cruise Line against the silhouette of the Titanic. Makes the Titanic look like a fucking rowboat.
Look at the new cruise ships versus that.
Like a fucking rowboat.
They didn't even have... There was only 2 places they could possibly build these ships. They were so large. They just put one in the water. It has a runway on it that can land fucking Learjets and shit on the fucking plane, on the boat. It has a golf course. It has...
Billions.
You don't stay...
Billions.
Yeah, you don't stay...
Who's floating that money?
You're not staying in, like... ship suites. They have fucking condos on these things, like your house. Yeah,
they're gonna run that ship for 30 years.
They're gonna run it more than that.
Billionaires.
You see all the shit that Carnival's getting in heat for like dumping all their waste in the water.
They always do that. That happens every couple of years. The U.S. Navy fucking does it.
Technically 50 miles
you
off
ever
the
been on a
coast.
cruise? You ever been on a cruise?
I've not.
I've been real cruise with.
Okay, all right.
With meat eaters.
Yeah. Sure,
not on a cruise. Not on a cruise you would want to go on.
Yeah. You hear like unless you spend a shit ton of money, it's never like.
Dude, you can go on the Queen Mary 2 right now.
Yeah.
You can go on it for $2,000 a body.
Yeah.
You can go on it for $10,000 a night a body.
But then they give you like a
it's
closet.
The Princess Suite.
Yeah.
No, even the because you're not going to be in you're really in your room to sleep and fuck.
Right.
So on the Queen Mary and on the Titanic, those are black tie cruises. Like when you're out after 6 o'clock, you can only go to the common areas. Yeah. Any of the other shit, and you're on those ships for entertainment. They have fucking opera. They have plays. They have fucking educational speakers. You name it, man. You should look. It's very impressive.
How long is the trip?
A week there, a week back. So there's 2. You can go to Glasgow from New York. They have one cruise once a year that actually runs from Los Angeles or Long Beach to Canada, and then back down.
I'd want to do like an Alaskan cruise, like in the winter. That'd be cool.
That's not these boats. This is a transatlantic
yeah.
steamer, and these boats are not like you think Queen Mary. You think transatlantic built for that. That boat's not as big as, like Jeff's saying, it's not as big as the fucking boats that are out there.
They're dinky
I would
compared
go,
to cruise ships.
Amanda wants to go on an Alaska cruise too. She wants to go and do that. I think she said Alaska. I know she wants to go someplace blue water shit. But
yeah.
It's so fucking tourist trap. Like, I want to go out there and be able to push the dude next to me down to the polar bear. Like, I'm going to get in trouble on one of those cruises. Like,
would you go... So if you're going,
and we don't drink, so you can get a hell of a deal on those fucking things.
Yeah, because the drinking. I had a
James
couple guys
Hicks went on one, and he bought
the drink
auction.
package.
No, he won an auction for a painting.
There's guys.
Fucking James Hicks with a painting.
There's guys.
I wonder if that's in the new house.
You can buy like the drink package, which is like $600. You drink as much as you want or whatever. But like,
there's a bunch of hidden shit. Like, I've heard a lot of people coming back from those with crazy ass charges on their fucking credit cards.
Yeah. Like if it was just going to be the cruise and you get like the little small, I'll take the small room with just a bed with the little small balcony that you can look on the water. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm in. But there's just so much shit that's going to, like you said.
He's a fucking baby.
Why am I a baby?
Well, this conversation to begin with. Hey, Pierre, I'm going to take you on a cruise. Bring your woman.
Okay.
He'll have like 80 fucking stipulations.
You'll be in the steward's cabin where you both have hammocks.
No, I don't think they even have that. You'll be in
hammock probably would be bad on a boat.
You'll be in stowage.
The hammock
You'll be in steerage where you have hammocks.
Pierre will be like, "Can I upgrade to a queen size bed?" Yes, that's another fucking $2,000. You're gonna have 2 twin beds. Pierre, you've never slept on a sleeping bag, have you ever?
I have.
When you were 4?
No, it was Boy Scouts. We went camping.
There's a company called Big Agnes.
Comet?
A company called Big Agnes.
Okay.
They have big boy. Well, everybody has a big boy sleeping bag now.
Yeah.
Sleeping bags are fucking like.
They're legit nowadays.
Yeah, it's not like it's not like Walmart sleeping bags. Like there's some shit out there, man. We should get that. Do I still have? I had that North Face Expedition tent, the big one, like the fucking 6-person base camp one. Remember? It was woodland camo.
Yeah,
on
it's
one
woodland
side.
camo. I got like 3 of them.
Not the Marine Corps
no,
ones.
yeah,
The big ones.
that one is a Marine Corps one. That's what they use at Bridgeport.
Right.
I haven't. No, you know what? I have seen one since. I want to say when we moved the stuff from Cedar Lakes, I saw one.
A big one? Because I have a bunch of like.
Yeah,
MSR,
it's because it comes in. It's 3 bags, isn't it? And the tags are blue. I want to say it's in the garage.
We should take Pierre camping.
Where to?
We should probably start out in the back here. Because like Pierre will hear.
Shitting's the only thing I can't
Pierre will
figure
hear an animal in
Shitting?
the dark, and we'll have to go find him for 2 days. Shitting?
Mm-hmm.
We need to do a how to shit in the woods class.
Yeah, I'd sign up.
People don't know that.
I like legit. Like anytime people are like, let's go camping for 3 days, and the only thing I think about is like, because you can get a cooler, you can put food. You know what I mean? Like you figure it out. You're like, the only thing I'm worried about is like
you can shit in your cooler.
shitting.
Or shit off your cooler. You can do that too.
Because everybody's like, you just like grab a tree and lean. I'm like, I'm 300 pounds. Like that's not.
You do it just like this.
Okay. I saw the buckets that have the seat that gets on them and stuff
you
like
can go
that.
that way.
I have every.
Or you get an ammo crate.
I have
That's the
every
best.
survival
Ammo
tool.
crate?
I have every survival tool Bear Grylls ever put out. So we should do a test on cutting things down.
We'll just put Pierre out there and,
And
be
then
like,
every time it works, we have to end with Pierre has to drink his own vitamins.
Survive.
Pierre, survive.
Survive. Hey, it's 3:30. Come inside for snack.
Yeah. We snacks in 20 minutes.
We should totally film
Snacks in
that.
20 minutes. Come
Pierre's
inside,
roughing
Pierre.
it. Come on in.
Come inside.
Pierre,
Yeah.
Air
survive.
conditioning break.
If you drank your aminos today, here's your Berkey water for the.
Drink your vitamins.
All right, go back and survive.
Back to survival. Seems like the Russians and Chinese workers always get sucked into rotating equipment like big ass lathes. You know why that is? Because the corporations in the United States where that happens, they're more careful with the footage. It doesn't get fucking leaked out. It happens here too.
Yeah. The labor is literally cheaper than the
Yeah,
machine.
there's no lawsuits in fucking China.
Yeah.
The dude that owns the company actually put that on the internet in China.
Yeah.
Those
Now hiring.
that company that was making Apple, the iPhones.
They're
And
talking
all that
about they're jumping off the roofs into the nets.
they were
and
putting
shit.
nets. They
Yeah.
put nets out. Like suicide is such an issue that you're setting nets out.
Are you aware?
You know who did that? The Chinese didn't do that. Apple did that because Apple was getting so much heat.
Yeah,
So Apple's like, hey, you got to put nets out there. The
You know-
Chinese were like,
they'll be fine.
yeah, there's 10 more guys standing outside waiting for that job. It's fine.
You know all your fast food companies, they all have uniforms, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that all those uniforms come from one place? The Chinese company. Do you know where that Chinese company is? It's in Idaho. They gave them fucking miles and miles of property. It's its own Chinese sovereign territory in Idaho. It's fenced off. It has all its own power generation, has all its own grocery stores. It runs itself as though it's China and pays like $1.10 an hour to its employees. There's fucking millions of people that look this up if you have any question about what I'm telling you. Just look up Chinese city in the United States. There's actually many of them. All of your fast food uniforms come from this company.
Saves the boat.
Well, it saves the death rate on the boat over.
Yeah.
It's that or sex labor. Another great one. Yep, the rivers are cesspools, but the Democrats will create another tax to fix it. Dave Lee, Ninja Dave, sent me a thing. 3M just got busted or admitted to dumping tons of toxic chemicals into the Tennessee River for the last 10 years. I go, yeah, we knew that. Fucking,
Yeah.
If it's toxic, send it to Tennessee. We'll take it.
Yeah.
He's like, you need a whole house reverse osmosis. I go, we don't have that, but we do have Berkey filters everywhere. Another great one. Yep, the river cesspools, tax to fix it. They just passed a bill here in Yankee Land to clean up the Chesapeake Bay. Problem is, it will never go to fixing the bay. No, it won't.
No,
And
it goes
Chesapeake-
to lining people's pockets.
What's killing Chesapeake? The Great Lakes are all being killed right now by the flying carp. All the game fish are being killed in Tennessee right now by the flying carp. If you fly from a helicopter, a buddy of ours was showing us some helicopter footage he took while scouting the other day. There is no growth. All the shores, there is no algae, there is no kelp, there is nothing there. Those flying carp have eaten it all. So all your bass, your bluegill, all your sport fish have nowhere to breed. And it's decimating. Like, the fishing is fucking dead from what he was saying right now. He's a huge bow fisherman. So flying carp's great for him. But anything else, it's gone. It's going.
Lake Superior is on the right side of the Michigan, on the east side of Michigan. Anyways, the companies, whoever they were, have dumped so much mercury in the lake, like just here you go. That
Like right out of thermometers.
they had they say if you eat a lot of fish, you can get some kind of like long term, like if you eat enough.
I think that's the poultry industry putting it out. I can't eat salmon because of Fukushima. I can't eat bluefin tuna because of Fukushima. Now I can't eat anything out of Lake Superior because of mercury.
But they
No, I believe so.
Eat
they
chicken.
limited it
The other
to,
white meat,
to like
long pig.
once a. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a
That
lot-
is now.
It's supposed to
like
be once a week. That's same
once
with
a
sushi.
week or something.
It's-
like
I'm
that.
fucked.
There's a lot of places. I think even the Tennessee River
fucked.
where it's
So much
you're
mercury.
not supposed. You're only
Eat
supposed
the
to eat like
fish.
one fish out of there a month or some stupid shit.
But that's because of Chernobyl.
Could be
Tennessee Chernobyl.
Tennessee Chernobyl.
But you're not supposed to eat sushi more than once every 2 weeks. You're not supposed to eat cold water fish. But everything tells you need omega-3 fatty acids from salmon. But you can't eat fish but once a week, you know. You're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. I'm not supposed to be...
And then everybody will tell you what you really need to do is take a pill. You don't need to eat the fish. but you would shit yourself if you knew all the fucking fish that they destroyed just to get that little pill.
Yeah.
The way they harvest it
and
is
where do you
fucking
think those
ridiculous.
fish came from? And the fish, if they're growing them in farms, they're not getting cold. You're not getting the benefits of that fish oil. Like, you're fucked either way. You're not supposed to water your plants with fucking city water because of the chlorine. Imagine how our shit does pretty good right now, right? We haven't really watered anything this year, other than the blueberries up on the hill. But imagine, as well as you've seen everything do, imagine if we watered everything from water catchment, from rainwater. Because the chlorine's got to be stunting it.
Yeah.
You can smell it when you turn the water on.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
I know, right? For real.
That's how your water's treated, chlorine.
It's actually, yeah.
I wonder if I could put a like
You
a
know that
whole,
bleach-
whole,
you know
whole
bleach-
water.
Yeah,
You know-
you can. You can put a whole house water filter.
You know
in
bleach
your
is
house.
chlorine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know, I know that. Yeah. But
Yeah,
like,
you can put a whole house water filter in.
And
your
all
house.
you guys storing bleach for emergency, that's great. Bleach has a half-life. As soon as it hits air. Bleach, if you took a thing of bleach and set it on your cabinet for 2 years and you go to use it, it's about 25% strength at that point. So know that going into it. So what's the fix? The powder. The shock powder will work great.
Anything pool chlorine.
You have another
tablets.
problem with that, though. You need to keep it in like Nalgene containers or something. If you put it in an ammo can, it will eat its way out of an ammo can. If you have it in a room, you will come in and all the paint will be off these shelves in about 6 months, and everything in here will be sweating and poisoned. Know that. Pierre, you
Yes.
fucked up. Should have kept Merc Mechanic. Now it's whatever. Laughed my ass off. Thanks, SOE crew, for the awesome podcast. Killer podcast, guys. I'd like to apologize for mentioning crunchy peanut butter. I didn't realize you guys were going to react that way. Mental note recorded. Keep them coming.
what did it say? I'd like to apologize.
You don't like crunchy peanut butter?
I don't remember
No.
us having a crunchy.
Yeah,
peanut
I
butter
do.
conversation.
You're a fuck. You should be institutionalized.
I actually like it if it has
Crunchy.
I like it if we're using cherry preserves with full
It just
cherries.
depends on what you're doing with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come here. We're gonna do a lobotomy on you.
Lance says it. Lance said it gets in the way of the hair when he uses it with his dog.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if you would shave first.
Rule 34 of the internet. If it exists, there's porn of it.
It's true.
This is true. There is porn of it. Type in Elsa sucks dick.
What's that?
Elsa's a Disney princess.
Is it an animated porn or is it?
That's
animated
like the
porn.
What
not
else does
even
Elsa
the
do?
tip
Yeah.
of the iceberg.
You know that
What do you
Elsa.
I saw one that was like a plane,
But do you know that Elsa?
like a Boeing
There is
jet.
a porn star that calls herself Elsa.
But no.
Yeah, I've seen. Yes.
They actually modeled Elsa off of this porn star.
yeah, every
thought the
movie.
porn star came
every
after.
movie gets busted somehow with that.
Yeah. No, they.
Every Disney
that's-
movie has crazy shit embedded
Oh
in it.
yeah, I've seen all that.
Answer the internet question 9. Would you rather be the president of the United States, the Pope, or the ruler of North Korea?
Fucking Pope for sure. They got some shit in the basement. They got some shit in the basement that only the Pope gets to see. I would be down there digging through there. They got the goddamn Spear of Destiny, the Ark of the Covenant. They got all that
Plus, the
shit
Pope,
down there.
The Pope gets away with fucking little boys. If you were the Pope, you could do anything you want to do.
Pope,
They
definitely
don't.
the
They
Pope.
look the other way at that. They wouldn't even care if you had fucking harems of women. Sis.
All the president gets to do is tweet. That's it. He don't even get to go to Area 51. He just gets to tweet. That's it. Tweet. Because you know, if the president had been to Area 51, he'd be like, motherfuckers, I saw some real shit today. That's why they don't let him go there. You ain't never seen him out there.
Okay.
The Pope, on the other hand, he get to cruise around down in the fucking basement and shit.
On
And
a,
see
on
all
a
that crazy
Segway.
shit.
He's on a
It would
Segway.
be cool to
I'll
see
bet the
all
Pope
that
has
old
hoverboards.
shit
Oh, I'll bet, yeah.
made by Gucci.
President for
Or is
sure.
it Prada?
The Pope
All
covers.
of it. They got all of
The
it.
Pope covers for kitty touchers, and personally, being a dictator doesn't appeal to me. To
Oh.
do that, you have to feel you are above everyone, and I'm above no one. I know you weren't asking me. Did you not watch my fucking video today? I'm better than everybody. There's dudes got on there like taking issue with it.
Yeah,
I knew when I fucking put that.
You started talking. And
I
was
go.
like,
You didn't even watch the video, did you? Not that dude. He commented. That's freedom. He commented. For sure, I would only go with Pope to get into the archives.
See? Look at that, man. Archives, bro. Got to see what's down there. The fucking Catholic Church been squirreling away shit
What are you gonna do with it?
forever.
What are you gonna do with it?
He's
What
gonna
do you
bring it-
mean?
he's
I'm
sell
gonna
some of
fucking
it to
bring
me.
that shit out, dude.
You'd be killed by a vicar or something.
No, man. They'd be down.
I'm not sure even that would be worth it. I don't look very good in white. Maybe if John would make me a multicam Pope outfit, it could be possible. You mean purple? You mean a purple? You're not allowed to have multicam. I heard that we're doing we're doing a purple camo color. Actually, we have purple camo, don't we?
Yes, we do.
I don't know why we haven't built anything out of that.
I don't know why we
have a whole roll of purple camouflage.
So you were screwed because now she's going to want purple camouflage.
No, like old school urban cam. I got some gray urban camo too. The Pope probably had a fat clothes budget. I got 2 Velcro holsters where the top art was reversed as well, so the logo is on the inside. It's a good thing those holsters go inside fucking bags where you don't have to see those damn labels, isn't it? Does that make them more valuable to the collectors, like stamps on coins and misprint? Yes, it's the upside down airplane. Got my orange large tool bag yesterday. Thanks for the note, Pierre. RE Roman numerals. I forgot what 1155 and 500 is in Roman numerals. I am livid. Is that what that is? California is a penal colony. Great quote, Skully. Skully, have you ever put aftermarket triggers in your guns?
Have you? Have you, Skulls?
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
I have, yes. I have put some aftermarket triggers in.
I like to.
Does it count as an aftermarket trigger if it's in an AR?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Like if you change it, like a Glock or an
now,
MP,
if you're making an AR, I'll just put it this way: if you're making an AR and you buy a
trigger,
trigger group, and you put it in there, that does not count. If you had GI parts in there, GI parts in there, and then you bought another trigger group, and then you changed the trigger group.
Okay, so all my rifles are built.
Yeah, so
I don't have any aftermarket triggers.
You don't have any aftermarket triggers.
Fair.
I like to buy I don't know about putting triggers in guns. I like to buy, whenever I buy a new truck, I like to have the front ring and pinion taken out, put in the back, and I like to put the back one in the front.
So when you drive in reverse, it's more efficient.
You can't do that, right? Because they're reverse cut. You can't just flip that bitch the other way, right? John!
Let's find out.
I've been with the city for about 4 months. Been on the boss's ass about getting an excavator. But getting the damn city to buy it is like pulling teeth to get one way or the other. Austin, man, why in the fuck, in this day and age, do they even have a backhoe? You cheap motherfuckers, go get a fucking skid steer and get an excavator. People get fucked up on backhoes. They have fucking a backhoe because it's some bullshit they thought of afterwards. How do we dig a hole deep when we have this front end loader? The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay.
Don't tell me you have a fucking backhoe. You're getting a backhoe for that thing.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna get a backhoe. Why wouldn't I? That's dumb. Why would I spend another $50,000 on a whole nother machine when you could just
use an excavator?
Hook one up to it, because an excavator can't do. Well, yeah, an excavator
Bullshit,
can. But
it can't.
No, it can. But why would I buy a whole nother machine for that?
How much are you gonna pay to get that thing?
Oh, a fucking backhoe for the damn Kubota is not expensive.
Define not expensive.
It's under 10,000.
Let me know when you want an excavator. I'll just have one fucking brought to your house.
I needed one last month.
You just I'll show up and we'll dig holes.
I needed one last month.
We should do that. Let's go to Jeff's house and just dig holes.
Pause. Here's this wee shit again.
A lot of wee in there.
We'll show up. Pierre, go dig that hole.
Not with a shovel. Can we build a motocross track at your house? How about just two really big jumps?
Can we jump over the house?
You wanted a pond, right?
You have a hill going off the house.
You want a pond?
Well, you got that spot where right in front of my house where they cut out for the
swimming pool.
No, there's a spot at my house that they cut out for the trucks to come in when they log the whole piece of property.
Mm-hmm. Like decades ago.
It's flat to a fucking. I guarantee you get some fucking serious air off that bitch.
What are we jumping?
No, not over the house.
What are we jumping to?
The house.
The river?
No, you're jumping to the top of the hill. So you'd be like, you'd be jumping this way.
Uphill too.
Uphill,
way safer.
Not too uphill, but yeah.
When you're learning to jump, it's always easier to jump uphill. It's when you remove that uphill part. The jump's the same. You just have a longer fall. 75% of your jump is your landing.
Yep.
So if we dig you a pond, we'll have plenty of dirt for a really nice landing.
Yeah.
John. I bet we did that one. Kubota.
Kubota.
SV95.
Oh, the SV95. That's what you want to get.
That's what I got. I'm getting. It's happening. And then an excavator.
Yeah, but see, that's now you got $100,000 sitting out back, 160 or 130 grand.
Dudes are like, look at my Camaro. I'm like, fuck, bitch, please. My tractor costs more. I can drive over your fucking Camaro. Yeah, I saw your T-top Firebird. Good day, sirs. Man, I saw a really nice Smokey and the Bandit fucking car.
You did, huh?
56 grand. It looked. There's a company. There's a company
that is making.
Yeah, building brand new
ones. Yeah,
like putting the old body kit on the new fucking. It's pretty neat.
Yeah. You need to get that thing running.
What thing?
Your Falcon. I know a guy that can do it.
I don't know.
There ain't nothing in that.
Do you want him to warm up on the Fieros?
I don't think. Look, this is all I know. This is all I really know. This is all I really know. Pierre didn't like working on the fucking Mercedes because there was too much wiring.
The hardest car Pierre has ever worked on. The hardest car Pierre has ever worked on was the Excursion.
That's what I'm saying.
When I came out, his tail wasn't wagging. He's like throwing tools. He has grease on his face. That has never happened in Pierre's life.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Jess gets dirtier changing her oil than Pierre has ever been in his mechanic career.
So this is what I know. This is what I know for a fact.
Falcon has wires.
He was not.
That's fucking going to be a piece of cake.
I'll bet that Falcon doesn't have 3 wires in it.
But my point is, like, everything's got 2 wires ran to it.
I'll bet everything in that Falcon has a cable pull to it.
He was upset. He was upset that he was having to do wire schematics for the Mercedes-Benz. He was upset that he had to work on the fucking Excursion because it was dirty. And Jess specifically said she changes her own oil. So as far as mechanics go, I don't really know if Pierre's the go-to guy.
I got a sign, motherfucker. Bring that sign. Pierre
has an 8-foot sign.
Hey, motherfucker.
I'm having cardboard pop-ups made of Pierre.
Where's your sign,
out on the front corner.
Hey, but they left off the master, didn't they?
No, I'm not going to post this till after Saturday so I can go get my sign. And then we can talk all the shit you want. They left it off on the 30th. The guy he's been with the company. The company has changed ownership. The dealership has changed ownership 3 times. Moved 2 locations, maybe 3 locations. He's been it with, like, when did you get hired? When they opened.
1972.
He's been wrenching on Benzes longer than I've been alive. And that motherfucker, they wouldn't put the master on there.
Because they have to pay per letter.
Gives a shit. Well, they have to redo a bunch of them.
But what was the reason they didn't put it on there? Because he wasn't actually certified, or
they're on a glitch, man. It's like there's a bunch of dudes that like got their master written on it, and there's a bunch of dudes that didn't. And mine said master.
How many wires can possibly be in this car?
What's what I'm saying. Everything's going to be ran separately. They're not piggybacking off fucking shit.
It has spark plugs and points, right?
Yeah,
it's still points.
Points. It's got the points, or the point is out of a 1973 Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah.
So what we do, we go to painless wiring, and we don't even get the.
Do you want to keep the engine motor?
Do you want the turn signal still to work?
Yeah, it's got.
So we go to Tractor Supply. We get a trailer wiring kit.
See, and
I fly Tyler out to do the wiring.
Pause. This is your other option. Because while he's kind of joking right now, 90% of your mechanics in the local area are going to go buy a fucking trailer kit and try and fix any electrical issues with that. When you have the dude...
No, they're not. They're buying speaker wire and
fucking 6 foot...
They're buying 6-foot extension cords.
I'm not going to use...
What's your long-term goal? What's your long-term goal?
I don't have a long-term goal.
Okay, you want to put something... You want to change the engine? You want to change the trans...
Engine stays
You want to keep it all original?
Well...
For the most part. Like, maybe put a radio in it or whatever.
It's got a radio in it.
A minigun pops out the radio. That's all easy stuff. Yeah, but like... What... It runs? Does it start?
It started the last time I started.
The problem was the fuel cell. The sealant in the fuel cell.
It's going to be so easy. I guarantee you, I'd be willing to bet there's 4 bolts that hold that tank in place.
The tank has already been pulled out.
Okay. It just needs to be resealed inside. That coating.
Oh, there's places you send it out and they do that.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I get it. But
Right.
that thing has not been my priority since I've been here.
Where
I got 2
can
days.
we drive to it and can we do a video there of them doing it?
If there's a local place.
I saw a badass mini truck on the back of a car hauler yesterday. What was on there? 2 mini trucks and a Range Rover.
Hey, yeah.
What are you yelling for?
Because he said mini truck. Speaking of mini
Where
trucks,
the fuck's your mini truck parts at?
do you think you can fucking rebuild half shafts?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll go to fucking Harbor Freight and get a fucking 10-ton press.
You don't even need it. Well,
I've always wanted one though.
okay. Well, we'll get it. That'll make it easier. But
And then I'm buying a toaster oven. We're gonna start
32
making
millimeter wrench.
toaster oven, and we're gonna make kydex with our toaster oven and our 10-ton press.
32 millimeter wrench.
You want to see the most expensive
Sledgehammer?
kydex in the world? I'm gonna have Mick start making kydex inserts for us again.
And a vise.
I'm gonna have him make them out of Damascus.
The Damascus Kydex.
What if we made a Damascus kydex version of Damascus? We'll take Pepsi bottles,
Pepsi bottles? Or
kydex.
Problem is it won't later.
Yes, it will. You get it hot enough, and we'll swirl it. It'll have a nice
change
swirl
colors. You
pattern
have to change
it.
colors. Because it's just gonna melt into each other.
Always with the fucking I might get
It's
burned
doable.
stuff.
I'm not saying it's not doable. I'm just saying if you get it too hot, it's
Hey,
gonna all
hey.
get one color.
Hey, stick to fucking Mercedes Benz.
Fuck your Falcon and mini truck.
I didn't ask for your help.
You just did.
No, I didn't.
What did you just say?
I said, can you fix? I didn't say, will you come fix this shit? Or here's these parts. Will
So the
you fix
qualifying
them?
question was for what purpose?
You know who can do it? I'll bet you Neil can do them half shafts.
They're half shafts. There's 2 clamps and it's fucking a
We
C
don't
clip.
rebuild half shafts in the Razor. We just buy new
Yeah,
ones.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
you
Can't get them. Fine.
Can't get them.
Sure. So just find the rebuild
How many
kit.
bearings are in it? 4?
No, there's gonna be more than that. There's probably
I don't remember offhand.
probably 8 balls.
I haven't fucked with it in a minute.
Orbital bearing.
8 balls.
Good day, sir. We're talking about my secure transport in the nuke truck you saw and DOD shooing away state troopers. Security came first. First of all, I'm a full-fledged mall ninja. Kidding, but we're armed. Often, we have escorts in vehicles you wouldn't even believe are actual ninjas. Yeah, I've seen them. I had a buddy rolled up. We had a buddy rolled up fucking on one of these things, and the side of a semi-truck rolled up, and there's a dude with a fucking minigun in there. We've seen them.
So cool to
Other
see.
times, we have teams in empty trucks that say FedEx or whatever nearby. Best place to hide in plain sight. During mint-run helicopters, often dip into and out also. There's others, and they also send 2 decoys out, depending what they're moving. There's other stuff that goes that I don't even know about. Thanks, SOE. Right on, John G. Very cool, dude. Thanks for the post. Until that minigun's pointed at you. If that dude had a little blip.
No, it's got a. Right?
Have you ever been?
The motor's got to wind
Have you
up.
ever been?
Man, no. As soon
No,
as
it
you
doesn't.
push that thing, it's going.
Fucking 35 bullets are out.
It's going. Yeah.
Have you ever been near a minigun when it
No.
fired?
I don't think I've actually seen-
I was under a helicopter shooting,
Yeah.
and it comes in loud, right? You hear, "Pop, pop, 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 pop," and then something else happens, and you're not really sure what that is, but you feel like you need to open your mouth and try to breathe, right? When that 50 goes off, holy fuck! When you're standing underneath.
Are they
that.
50?
Well, they'll have 50s and so they'll have M2s and the 30 cal miniguns. Yeah.
30 cal is going to be 760 by 39?
No,
About
51.
by 51.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing
Ever shot?
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen shot in. I don't want to say coolest thing in combat, but so
Is it every 10th round, every 5th round as a tracer?
every 6th round. So I'm up against this wall that's like this high. Me and God, I can't think of his name. Dark Green Marine. But we are up against the
Green Marine.
we are up against this wall, and
Was it Timmy?
it was not Timmy. But we're up against this wall, and we're taking fire from 2 different sides. And the Huey, they're like, "Clear the way! The Huey's coming!"
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, "Oh shit! This is gonna be cool, man!" So we get right up, and we're looking over the wall. We're looking over the wall, but it's a road that runs right in front of us, right? And normally, what happens is they'll run so they're not shooting at you, right? So
Big
You're-
white
you're-
turn.
yeah,
come up
big
from
white
behind
turn
you or
coming from-
something.
So I'm looking down the road. Where the Huey where the Huey's. So he's doing right. He's running parallel to us, and then he goes, takes a big swoop up, and
Holy
now
shit.
he comes down, and he's going down the road. He's probably, I'll bet he was 70 feet off the ground, but he's coming down the road towards us, and all I see is this asshole with the biggest fucking smile. Now, mind you, he's wearing a helmet and all his shit, but that smile is coming out of his fucking helmet. It is out here. It's like a big ass fucking cartoon smile. And this guy has got the pedal down on that fucking minigun, and he's just going. And I'm like, oh shit, this ain't gonna be good. We need to get down. And they fucking flew by us and just hosed the whole area, just hosed our area down and just fucking flew on by.
How close
And
were the bullets to you?
he was oh, they were hitting the wall, the building, everything around us. And he was smiling the whole time. He's like, this is the coolest shit. Oh man, that was fucking
Do you have any
awesome.
way to find who that was? Like, could you find that?
Yeah, we could find him because they actually sent us all the.
That's cool.
That was the day. Yeah, that was the day. Like it was a big deal, and so they sent us all the gun camera shit, so we could find who that was easy.
You have glitter all. Fucking
Yeah, because you
over
have me doing them damn stripper pouches. I'm in there with the
We
stripper
need to do
pouches.
that.
stripper
The
pouches.
stripper pouch comes with hand sanitizer, a thing of lube, glitter.
We already did that. It's fucking,
Yeah, we did that.
It's the masturbation pouch.
What would strippers? Cocoa butter?
Cocoa butter. Where are you going? Where are you going with
Only
cocoa
the good
butter?
ones. Only the good ones. If it doesn't smell like cocoa butter when you walk in, then
Why don't we do a stripper pouch?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's get Natasha in on it.
okay.
We'll put her logo on it or something, and we'll do something with that.
Yeah.
She's not a stripper though. She is an adult entertainment dancer. What
Okay.
does she like to be called?
No, I don't know, but like, I went and saw her show, and I've said this 100 times. If she never once got undressed,
Yeah,
it would be just as entertaining.
yeah. It's like taking. It's
Not
like,
that her getting undressed didn't add anything to it, but it was like the show is so like there's so much production. It's pretty cool.
It's like taking Fighting Pistol. You could take Fighting Pistol, just sit in a lecture,
Yeah.
and be a better
Yeah.
fucking person
Yeah.
without even shooting
Yeah.
the class. Come on, Kung Fu Panda. The difference between an eye speculum and an anal speculum is the taste. Good day, sirs. We were talking about my secure transport. Green Pants. That movie you were talking about with Ben Affleck is Triple Frontier, and it was fucking terrible. Oh, I wanted to see that in Mexico. How are contractors and high-end military operators going to raid a house without being suppressed in that kind of situation? The dumbest shit I've ever seen all year, and we're just the highlights of the train wreck.
You would be surprised at how many people. You'd be surprised at how many people are anti-suppressor. You'd be surprised at how many people, and I'm talking about people in the military at high levels that are like, there is no reason to use that shit.
So why do they not want you to have it? What's their...
Because it's all about, for them, it's all about banging the drum. It's all about noise and volume of fire. So you're creating
Shock and awe.
Yeah, you're creating that shock and awe by fucking
Coming
being
to
loud
get
and
you,
retarded.
Saddam. 1,000 points
So
for
what
life.
I was told about silencers was the real purpose is because it throws off. I mean, like, yes, it makes it a little bit quieter,
Changes the harmonics of
but
it.
it changes the
10-point
noise.
jack.
It makes it sound like it's coming from somewhere else.
That's only on a sniper rifle.
Well,
it's everything, but that you hear that argument with bolt gun.
Okay, so with a suppressor, it's all about where you are clocked from. So if you are right there, and I am shooting the suppressor, so if you're at 12 o'clock, you're not going to go. Just say I'm not shooting you.
Yeah.
But you're at 12 o'clock. You're not going to go, where'd that come from? You're going to go, that motherfucker's right there, because of the way it projects the sound. But when you are off at any angles, it makes it a little bit harder to go, that's where he's at.
Okay.
It takes
so 12 o'clock head on.
Yeah, if you're
doesn't make
once
a
you
difference.
it's this gap. So once you start, the further out to 180 you
starts
get,
fucking with where
it starts fucking with how you perceive where it's coming from.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys answered this, but John and Skully and of Pierre, if Pierre is there, if you could own a tank from World War II, what would it be? Keep rocking. I'd buy that. I want that huge one.
Yeah, he'd want the fucking King Tiger.
I want one I can put 4 fucking Jeeps inside.
Yeah, he wants the King Tiger.
That are lifted.
World War II? I would probably want a fucking German tank, a Tiger.
Skully,
Uh-oh.
I can one-up your gun in a paper bag. I bought a 590 Shockwave and a tube sock. That's fucking awesome.
Oh man, why are you doing this to me?
Amanda has some
I love
socks
that.
you could probably put a gun
I love that idea, a fucking tube sock.
I
If
can get you custom tube
somebody
socks.
brought a fucking tube sock.
I can bring you
I got
custom
this-
tube socks.
I got this tube sock.
Gina should go and buy you a gun and come home with only one sock on. That'd be hot. That'd be
So
awesome.
the uncles that own the sock factory are big gun nuts.
I didn't know that's your uncle.
They're
Okay,
close
go
enough.
ahead.
Yeah. They have tube socks on the long rifles, just because like they
Right,
they don't want them to rust, so they
They're
oil
the
them.
ones. They're the ones that did our socks.
And they have like we opened the safe and I was like, can I get those socks? Those are cool.
Those knee highs. What you got in there?
Yeah.
I say, they have socks with rifles on them.
Yeah, because they store them with the socks on them. Because they just go grab out of
do
the
the
bin.
socks have a gun on them?
They've made them. They've made them with guns
Yeah,
on them.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
I say, y'all, and I'm from Maine without the accent though. It's better than, hey, you guys, how you doing? I'm sure that's not how he meant to say it.
Hey, you guys.
Another awesome podcast, John Skully and Chef. Thanks for your time at Blade. My wife and I enjoyed talking with you guys. The large tool bag I picked up has been awesome for a gym bag. That's what I carry at the gym. I carry a large tool bag. That was my second year at Blade, and just the number of knife companies there is insane, especially since I'm not a huge... Man, I did not look at any fucking... I left the booth once to talk to a dude that's picking up some specific product stuff from us, and then Strider. I didn't leave, and I went over and talked to McCoy at Microtech. We need to send his boy. We're doing a custom powerlifting bag for the Mountain. That's what he's got. From here forward, he will be named the Mountain.
Right?
Huh?
You want longer handles and a strap? Is that what it
Yeah,
was?
longer handles, a strap. We're gonna do that dude is huge in the powerlifting community.
Okay.
Like fucking huge. Like knows all the.
You know his name. If you give me his name, I can.
I don't know his name. He's the Mountain from here forward. When we send his
I'll talk to
package, it will
McCoy.
be addressed to the Mountain.
I'll talk to McCoy's son.
Talk to McCoy. They're going to Forcellas this weekend.
He's there already.
Murfreesboro.
No, he's at Forcello's already.
Yeah, and
Jake.
then he's coming to.
And then there's a show in Murfreesboro.
No, the Murfreesboro show is in October, and that is the Flex Lewis Classic.
I thought it was sooner than
I fucking hope you're wrong because we're a vendor there.
that. Okay.
But they're coming. When they come, they're coming here. They're coming out to the compound. I did buy an Emerson. What other knife companies do you guys recommend? Strider, I know for sure, and I've heard you mention Microtech. Those are the two I was going to give you, Microtech and Strider. I'm sure somebody's going to be like, hey, fucko, you like my knives. I can't remember who. I don't know who that would be. I mean, Jeremy Horton, but you can't buy a knife.
Yeah, you can't buy Jeremy. He'll decide.
I saw your shirt though.
Huh?
Out of a kit bag.
He gave me a shirt. Did he sell you one?
No, I didn't buy it. I didn't even go there.
We are now on a whole new level of phones. Hearing what you're saying. No fucking kidding. We've been joking about. You see the backpack with my face on it? I'm having panties made, and I'm having comforters made with my face on them, and pillowcases. We've been joking about that shit. We were talking about it at lunch, and when I pulled up on Facebook, one of the targeted ads was a company that does that. I can have my face put on swim trunks. I can have my face put on fucking bikinis. I can have it put on bras like titties.
Can we talk about the idea of the collecting?
Go ahead.
So we're gonna do 6 panties with everybody's face on it. So John, me, you. Amanda said no. All right, but like we'll pick right.
Chef.
It's Chef.
All right.
So there'll be
Yeah,
5 or
like
6 of them,
trading
right? Then we can make a panty pouch, just like the right. And then if you're a baller and you buy all 6, you get the whole collection, or you can separate orders and try and collect all of them. I know that'd be fucking epic.
I'm having bedspreads made. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I shit you not, the number 0 times 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I think it was one of those alphabet agencies trying to figure out why my phone hears you guys say things like Pizzagate, permanent government, I want an Abrams tank, and squirting. On a side note, I think you should answer the SOE phone with fire in the hole. So I know I have really contributed to SOE. Door kicker.
We do say fire in the hole.
Last one I answered.
First, who gives a fuck?
The last one I answered, I was like, "What?" They're like, what do you want?
They always do that. I go, and I ask them, I go, do you realize what phone number you just called?
What was the other one? What was the one? Welcome to...
Not going to be,
No, it was something about, like, customer service where we don't service our customer. It was something... He had the better one. I don't remember what you said.
I don't remember.
It's 1-800-EAT-A-DICK. What did you think was going to happen when you called it? Here's another one. I can't fucking even see it.
You want me to turn the light on?
Hey, John. Hope all is well. Just wondering if you heard feedback of people running short action accuracy international mags in the 308 split rig. Looking at picking one up for my new long gun build. But I wanted to make sure the mags will fit. I'm talking out the side so the camera can hear.
David Reed, I don't know. I can bring some of those.
Is that
mags.
David Reeder? No, that's somebody else.
I can bring some of those mags in and we can check. I am sure they
you have some of those mags?
Fit perfect.
Professional button pusher.
You don't have a Mark 23?
No, I don't have a Mark 23.
Okay, well then, so there's something you don't own. So it's okay to ask you have some of those mags.
Okay, I'd like
Well,
to...
why would I say
So do you
I
know
can
the
bring
answer?
some of those mags in and see if they fit?
Do you know the answer? So we don't know.
I do not know the answer, but I am almost 100% sure they will fit perfectly fine.
Cool. All right, we will try to get an answer for you. All right, guys, that's all we got right now. It is now 6:40. We have gone for an hour and 40 minutes about.
Holy shit.
This will go up tomorrow. You'll be hearing this. Check for emails. If you're not on our email list, go to our website and get on our email list. What that does for you is it shows you basically what we have available for the week. Typically, anything you see on there, if you buy it, it ships right now.
Yep, it'll ship right now.
On that email, there's usually a link, or on the website, there's a link to Amazon. If you go there and just make any of your Amazon purchases, click that button, it takes you to Amazon. Just gives us a little piece. It just supports us and all the silly shit that we do, and even the crazier shit we're about to do with the Fieros. And
Okay.
what's the race? What's that race we're gonna do?
Browns.
No,
No, it's the something 500.
not the Cannonball, not the Mint.
Not the Cannonball. It's the
It's something silly.
Yeah, something silly. We're gonna do it.
Me and you on Groms. Laps around the building.
This motherfucker can't ride a motorcycle.
Laps around the building. You want to do?
Shooting
in
the yeet
gravel.
cannon and hitting targets.
In gravel.
Let's just forget about the fact that it's on gravel and
You might want to start with a four-wheeler.
Okay, we'll do four-wheelers.
You're gonna ride the Grom, which
Oh, you have an advantage.
which is a quarter the width
Why?
of you.
Because you're left-handed.
I guess I can't. How are you going to do it right?
You're
How
left-
you
you're-
can lock the.
You're not
No,
going to
you
lock
No, you
shit.
can't.
So you have an advantage.
No, you just reach over and then do it this way. I'll
Shoot
shoot
left-handed.
right-handed.
You have to shoot left-handed.
You have to shoot left-handed, really.
You can run this direction. He can run this direction.
I'll take the inside.
I don't care. Doesn't matter.
He's a terrible driver.
Doesn't matter.
Terrible driver.
He's pretty terrible.
I always hit the apex.
It
You
does
hit
not
the apex
matter.
out of the
With
fucking out of the
Gotta
gutter.
cut in and then cut out and then come back in.
with the yeet cannon. It doesn't matter. I can shoot that motherfucker straight up in the air. It's gonna hit that goddamn target.
I'm gonna shoot your ass with a fucking net gun when you go past.
It's just like Mario Kart now. Like
He
Makes it even better if
who's
there's some
my
obstacles.
teammate?
He hasn't. He
There's
hasn't.
some
Whoever I have is
He
gonna,
hasn't seen the net gun.
It makes it even better if there's
who's
some
gonna
obstacles.
who would take my side? I got nobody that would take my side.
Well, we can put you in a dog bite seat.
Call Tyler.
Nobody's gonna take my side.
Call Tyler.
If there's, you realize, if there's obstacles like net cannons or paintball guns or oil, everybody's
Oil
gonna be like,
slick.
Oh, slick.
oh, everybody's gonna be like, we're just gonna do it to Pierre. It doesn't matter.
Well,
I
it's 'cause
can't
you're
like.
That's
bigger
why I said
target.
call Tyler.
He's still like what?
Tyler was this close from taking an arrow. Like he
He's
had already
not that close to
accepted.
getting
Yes,
an arrow.
he had already accepted the fact that he was going to take an arrow. He was like prepping his leg. I'm going to take an arrow. If the lawyer had not walked in and shut us down, Tyler would have took an arrow.
I was gonna shoot him. Not with a broadhead. I mean, we
Yeah,
can just pull it right out. It'd probably go all the way through. We would just take a saline bag and irrigate it, and then just put a bandage on each side. He'd been fine.
I'm not Tyler.
I know you're not Tyler.
I mean, we'd
I'm
have
just
dosed him
saying-
with antibiotics right away.
I'm just saying.
What does that mean?
When you're saying
It means you're more durable.
Okay. No, I feel like Tyler's more durable.
No. Tyler's on the edge of death every day.
he does have that crackhead strength.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You know, he does have that.
yeah.
And he can shoot through
And
he
dad's
can shoot-
strength.
He
He's got dad's strength and
he
crackhead
can
strength.
shoot through an ammo
Nimbly
can.
bimbly. He's nimbly
Yeah,
bimbly.
We caught him in a life catch trap, and he gnawed his way out.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I
he's
feel like,
nibbly
I feel like,
bibbly.
yeah.
He drinks soda out of cans without opening the can.
So, I don't doubt any of it.
All right,
believe all
we
that.
got shit to do still. It's still daylight. We can go outside and ride 4-wheelers.